adventure in our 1974 campermobile has taken us over I-70 and into the Rocky Mountains to Vail, Colorado, home of the 2016 GoPro Mountain Games. People from all over the world have flocked to this heaven on earth to see adventure athletes compete in all kinds of sports. During our visit, we were able to meet with some of the event sponsors and learn more about their business. One that caught our eye was BioLite, whose eco-friendly products are not only helping make clean energy, but also cleaning up the air at campsites. Join us now as we talk to Haley about BioLite.
So this whole show is about out-of-the-box thinking. Companies that are a little more non-traditional, that are entrepreneur spirit, Kickstarter type campaigns and so forth like that. So in your words, tell us the story behind the company, how it started, what the mission is, and so forth.
Sure. So BioLite started officially in 2012, but before then, our two co-founders were working at a design firm in New York City, and they were avid campers that were really frustrated by having to carry around fuel canisters with them all the time. They felt it was really wasteful, especially when they saw there was so much fuel on the ground, biofuels, sticks and twigs. So they set out to create a stove that would burn as efficiently as gas. And after tinkering for nights and weekends, they ended up creating this camp stove. So what you see right in front of us is a wood-burning stove that takes the heat from the fire and converts it into electricity. So you're able to cook over this fire and generate electricity at the same time. I think what's really amazing about it is that the electricity powers a fan in this power pack, and that blows air through the fire to help it burn really efficiently. So there's virtually no smoke, and it also burns almost as hot as gas. So you can cook really well and also have an outlet to charge your gear, which is really cool. And so after building this, we built a brand around being able to have off-grid personal scale energy products. So we create products that help you cook, charge, and light when you're off the grid, because we think those are the top three things that you need when you're off the grid in terms of energy usage. And beyond just creating products for the outdoor recreation market, we quickly, along in the process, realized that there was a much broader application, because billions of people around the world are cooking over really, really smoky campfires each day in their home. And that's causing 4 million deaths each year, which is more than malaria, TB, and AIDS combined, which most people don't realize. And so our stoves not only provide a smokeless campfire for the people to cook on, but also electricity. So those same people who are cooking over really rudimentary smoky campfires don't have great access or no access at all to electricity. So we'll be able to give them a smokeless fire and electricity at the same time.
So when you talked about the founders and being avid campers, it's amazing, the product itself, but what is the why? When you think about it, not just having the product, but what is the passion behind it? Not just from a camping aspect,
Sure.
but is it truly making the environment a better place?
Yeah, absolutely. I think something that's really amazing about all of our products is that they allow you to control your own energy usage. You don't have to be connected to the grid at all, so you're able to, it's really powerful to be able to power your phone or power a light simply by putting wood into a fire. We also create solar panels and rechargeable lights that really give you control over how and when you use your energy. And all of our products really share the energy between each other. So I think that is something that's really interesting and makes you rethink about, just being connected to the grid in general. And I think, yes, our stoves are really great for the environment because they're reducing 90% of emissions. BioLite's actually a carbon neutral company because we've been able to go carbon neutral thanks to the stoves not being able to output any emissions.
So this product looks so small, so compact, and then I'm looking at the box here with these shish kebabs and so
Yes.
forth. Can you really cook on this thing? I mean, does it generate enough heat to where, what can you cook? Are there certain things
Sure.
you cannot cook? Or
Yeah, so the primary purpose of this was for it to be a camp stove to cook on top of, and that just so happened we were able to generate a little bit of excess electricity for you to power devices, so that's a sweet added bonus. But you can cook on it. So we do have a grill attachment that you see in this photo that plops right on top. It has a little thing that opens so you can refuel the fire while you're cooking. You can really cook anything that you'd normally grill on it, whether it's a steak, a fish, a shish kebab, hot dog, hamburgers. It cooks really, really well. And it's nice because it has a kind of wood-fired taste as well. We also sell a pot that goes with it, so you can boil water. This guy will boil about 1 liter of water in 4.5 minutes, which is super fast and really efficient. But you can also use existing pots and pans that you have for camping on top of this if you prefer that sort of thing.
You know, we kind of went by your booth yesterday up here at the GoPro Games, and we were watching you guys doing s'mores for people and so forth, and the interaction. Just watching their expressions, they just seemed amazed at what was going on with this.
Yeah, I think it's really nice because fire, whether it's a campfire or a small fire that's contained in this little camp stove, really brings people together. And s'mores is obviously like a summer favorite for people, and I think it's really fun for the kids as well as, you know, adults to come by and roast s'mores. And I think something that was really fun that happened yesterday is that a group of people were coming around and roasting s'mores and kind of talking about the nostalgia of, you know, the last time they roasted s'mores or the last great campfire they had. So fire is a really kind of uniting thing, I think.
We had the opportunity to watch people throughout the event experience the BioLite products and the way they engaged with the camp stove and everything that BioLite had to offer. The marketing tactics of the s'mores was a huge hit with the crowd. Seeing that the company's based in New York, we were curious what brought them all the way to Vail.
What brought you guys to Vail?
So we came out to the GoPro Games just because I think, one, we love being in Colorado, wanted to get outside and hang out here, but the people in Colorado, I think, are really outdoorsy and really aligned with our products. Not only are they eco-friendly, but you're able to create, you know, renewable energy out of this, and it's just great for camping and getting outdoors wherever you are. So being able to come out to the GoPro Games is a real big treat for us.
What's next for BioLite?
Sure. So I think, you know, next for us, as I mentioned, we help create products that help you cook, charge, and light when you're off the grid. So really just expanding those categories, whether it's, you know, solar panels that we're going to keep going into or lighting products, you're going to expect a lot more innovative products from us down that line. And then in terms of our work around the world in emerging markets, it's just about expanding where we are personally right now. So we work in India, Uganda, Kenya, and Ghana. And the name of the game for 2016 is just going to more rural and remote locations to get our stoves to people who need them most.
What other companies inspire you guys to continue to push?
I think that's a great question. I think right now in the outdoor space, there's a lot of young brands that are coming out that are super innovative and really collaborative. So we're working a lot with different brands, whether it's people like Oru Kayak, our friends at Kamek, all different brands that we kind of get together with. And I think it's a really nice thing that people are collaborating a lot more now and inspiring us all to, you know, really create more fun products for people to get outdoors.
Awesome. Yeah. What questions have we not asked that you would like? I mean, what part of the story would you like to share?
I think something that's really interesting is that we have launched 2 Kickstarters. We actually just finished one on Friday, so I'd be happy to speak to a little bit of that if you'd be interested. So we launched a Kickstarter for our base camp in 2014, and that was because a lot of people saw the stove that we're distributing across emerging markets, and it's a much bigger stove, and people here in America and our more developed markets were really interested in it. So we launched a Kickstarter for the base camp, and it raised over $1 million. Super successful, and it's now on the market. You can buy it on our website or in many retail stores. But I think it really inspired us to launch another Kickstarter this year. So we launched that in the beginning of May for the base lantern, which is a flat pack lantern that has a huge battery inside. So it's an energy hub that you can control with your phone. It has a mobile app and it's Bluetooth connected. We just finished that last Friday. So it's been really successful, and I think something that's so great about Kickstarter is that, you know, it really brings different communities together and is really inspiring for us to know that people are just as excited about the products that we're creating.
They say 70 to 80% of Kickstarters fail. Why do you feel like yours was so successful?
I think that we created a product that people hadn't seen before, especially when it comes to the base camp. People had seen, you know, the camp stove, but many people hadn't, and turning literally fire into electricity is something that seems unbelievable. It seems like magic, but it's actually physics. And so it was a product that people were really inspired by and thought was really cool and wanted to have. But I also think that we'd established ourselves as a brand already. We had been around for about 2 years, and so we had proven that we were going to be able to have products out in the market that actually work. So people knew that they could trust us already.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What else?
I think this is it. I think, you know, it's a really exciting company to work for because we do really focus on the design. The majority of our team are designers and engineers working at headquarters in Brooklyn. So everything behind the design is super intentional, and I'm looking forward to having people see what we're coming out with next.
What do you love most working about for this company?
I think, one, it's really inspiring to work with designers and engineers. I've never had that experience before, but also people who are so passionate about what we're doing. When there is a mission that we're so closely tied to, bringing energy everywhere and making sure that we're, cleaning up households that need access to a cleaner air in their homes, that's something that you really feel like you can work towards every single day. And it makes, one, it's really awesome to have this product to work with, but that in the back of my mind every day is really, really inspiring.
Well, I want to thank you for coming and doing the interview with us. This is an amazing product, and we're so excited to have this as part of our tour, as part of the show, and wish you guys nothing but success. I think this is something that inspires other people that, have the dreams to go out and create something that's better for our environment, better for the communities, so forth like that. This is exactly what it's all about. So thank you for being with us today.
Thank you so much. This has been great.